What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Germany. More than you think. It's your favorite country, Germany, here to drop some serious knowledge bombs on you. Okay, real talk. When you think of me, you probably think of beer, pretzels, and maybe some really, really efficient cars, right? And listen, you're not wrong. I do love a good pretzel. But there is so much more to me than that. I am bursting at the seams with the most incredible, exotic, and unique cultures you can imagine. Every city, every little town has its own flavor, its own vibe, its own story to tell. It's like a massive cultural buffet, and you're all invited. So I thought, how can I show you the real me? I'm gonna take you on a whirlwind tour of the absolute best spots I have to offer. And hey, keep an eye on the top left corner of your screen, because that's where the countdown numbers are gonna pop up. Kicking off our list at number 5, we have the one, the only, the absolute queen of all cathedrals, the Kölner Dom, or as you probably know it, Cologne Cathedral. I mean, just look at her. She's majestic, she's dramatic, she's serving some serious Gothic realness. And she's been doing it for centuries. This isn't just a building, people. This is a statement. When you stand in front of it and crane your neck all the way back, you feel so tiny, like an ant looking up at a skyscraper built by giants. It's a truly humbling and awe-inspiring moment. The level of detail on this place is absolutely insane. It's like every single square inch has a story. Gargoyles, saints, intricate carvings. You could spend a whole day just walking around the outside, spotting all the different details. It took over 600 years to build this masterpiece. Can you even imagine that level of commitment? I can barely commit to a Netflix series. The people of Cologne didn't just build a church, they built a legacy that has stood tall through wars and the test of time. But what I love most is that the cathedral isn't just some dusty old monument. It is the living, breathing heart of Cologne. The area around it is always buzzing with energy. Street performers juggling fire, artists painting portraits, roasting almonds vendor. It's this beautiful chaos of old and new, sacred and secular, all coexisting right at the foot of this ancient giant. It's a place where you can feel the pulse of the city, and it's absolutely electric. And let's talk about the local traditions. Kölsch, its own beer also called Kölsch, and a spirit that is just infectious. Especially during carnival season, the entire city transforms into this massive, colorful, city-wide celebration. Climbing the South Tower is a must-do. Yes, it's 533 steps. Yes, your legs will feel like jelly afterwards. But the view from the top? Worth every single step. You get this panoramic view of the entire city, the Rhine River snaking through it, and you really get a sense of the cathedral's scale and importance. Inside, the stained glass windows will take your breath away, especially the one designed by Gerhard Richter in 2007. It's this incredible pixelated mosaic of color that just floods the space with this ethereal, modern light. One of the most touching things is the Shrine of the Three Kings. It's this massive golden sarcophagus that is said to hold the remains of the Magi. For centuries, pilgrims have traveled from all over the world to see it. Whether you're religious or not, you can't help but feel the weight of all that history and devotion in one place. So, Cologne Cathedral isn't just a pretty building. It's a survivor, a party host, an art gallery, and the soul of a city. It represents the resilience and the vibrant spirit of the Rhineland. It's a perfect first stop on our journey to understanding the real me. Number 4. All right, let's get real for a second. Coming in at number 4 is a place that holds a huge piece of my heart and my history, the Berlin Wall Memorial. Now, this isn't a fairy tale castle or a massive party. This is something different. It's raw, it's powerful, and it's so, so important. This is where you can physically touch a scar that once divided not just a city, but the entire world. Standing here, on Bernauer Strasse, you can feel the ghosts of the past. It's heavy, but it's a story that needs to be told. The memorial isn't just one thing. It's an entire open-air exhibition stretching along the former border strip. You can see an actual preserved section of the wall, complete with the death strip, and a watchtower. You can look through slits in the outer wall and see the barren patch of land where people risked everything for freedom. It makes the history books feel so much more real. You stop seeing it as just a political event and start seeing it as a human tragedy. What's really incredible is how this place of division has become a place of connection. You'll see people jogging, kids playing, and friends meeting up for coffee right next to these massive concrete slabs. It's a powerful symbol of resilience and the city's ability to heal and move forward without forgetting. The stories you learn here are heartbreaking and inspiring. In the visitor center, you can listen to interviews with people who lived through it, people who were separated from their families overnight, people who tried to escape, sometimes successfully, sometimes not. There's the story of the people who dug tunnels under the wall, and the famous photo of the East German border guard, Konrad Schumann, leaping over the barbed wire to freedom. The Chapel of Reconciliation is a really special part of the memorial. It stands on the site of a church that was blown up in 1985 because it was in the death strip. The new chapel is a simple, beautiful building made from rammed earth from the site of the old church. It's a quiet place for reflection, a symbol of peace built directly on the rubble of conflict. After the wall fell, Berlin became this magnet for artists, rebels, and free thinkers. Squats, underground clubs, art galleries, and abandoned warehouses. This is the DNA of modern Berlin. The city became a canvas for self-expression. You can still feel that raw, creative, and slightly chaotic energy today. The East Side Gallery is another must-see. It's the world's largest open-air gallery. Artists from all over the globe painted murals about peace, freedom, and unity. The famous Brezhnev and Honecker kiss? That's here. Walking along it is a colorful, moving history lesson painted by the people. So, the Berlin Wall Memorial isn't a fun day out, but it's an essential one. It shows a side of me that is complicated, scarred, but ultimately hopeful. It's the story of how a city and a country can tear itself apart and then learn to become whole again. It's the story of Berlin. All right, let's switch gears from the serious to the seriously fun. Buckle up and grab your biggest beer stein, because coming in at number 3 is the one, the only, the legendary Oktoberfest in Munich. Yes, this is the party to end all parties. We're talking millions of people, massive beer tents, traditional Bavarian music, and more delicious food than you can possibly imagine. First things first. Despite the name, Oktoberfest actually starts in September. I know. It's for a good reason. The weather is usually better. This whole thing started way back in 1810 as a wedding celebration for Crown Prince Ludwig and his bride. The party was so good, they did it again and again over 200 years later, still celebrating. When you walk onto the Theresienwiese, it's a total sensory overload in the best way. Giant, elaborately decorated beer tents, oompa bands playing songs everyone sings along to. You smell the roasting chickens, the fresh pretzels, and of course, the beer. The energy is absolutely contagious. You can't help but smile. Only beer brewed within Munich and following the Reinheitsgebot is served. It's specially brewed for the festival stronger and poured in 1-liter mugs called a Mass. Lifting it is a workout in itself. The mayor taps the first keg o Zapftes, and the party is on. But it's not just about the beer. It's about Gemütlichkeit, warmth, friendliness, and good cheer. See everyone dressed up, the men in lederhosen and the women in dirndls. It's a celebration of culture and community. The food is next level. Pretzels the size of your head, juicy bratwurst, slow-roasted Schweinshax, and my fave Hendel. For dessert, candied almonds or apple strudel. Come hungry. Seriously. Beyond the tents, a massive funfair rides and games. The Ferris wheel at night? Pure magic. It's a place for all ages, kids on carousels, grandparents dancing on benches. Oktoberfest is more than a beer festival. It's Bavarian culture on full display, a tradition passed down. a vibrant, welcoming celebration of life. It's a chance to sing, dance, eat, and make friends from all over the world. So put on your dirndl or lederhosen, practice your Prost. That's cheers. And come join the party. Get ready to have your fairy tale dreams come true, because at number 2, we're heading to the Bavarian Alps to visit the one, the only, Neuschwanstein Castle. Yes, this is it. This is the castle that inspired Sleeping Beauty's castle at Disneyland. Plucked straight out of a storybook and dropped onto a mountain. It's so perfect, it almost doesn't look real. But trust me, it is, and it's even more magical in person. This castle was the passion project of King Ludwig II of Bavaria, who was also known as the Fairy Tale King. He wasn't into politics or war. He was a dreamer, an artist, a romantic. Neuschwanstein was his ultimate retreat, dedicated to the operas of his hero, Richard Wagner. It's a monument to imagination. The journey to the castle is part of the magic. Walk up the winding road. Take the horse-drawn carriage for the full storybook experience. As you get closer and the castle peeks out, it's a gasp-out-loud moment. White limestone towers against rugged mountains. Deep green forests below. Pure, unfiltered beauty. Pro tip: the Marienbrücke is the best photo spot suspension bridge over a gorge with that perfect postcard view. Yes, it might be crowded and wobble a bit, but the picture is 100% worth it. Inside, the castle is just as theatrical as the outside. A medieval dream with modern comforts, running water, flushing toilets, even a telephone. Rooms decorated with German legends and Wagner's operas. The Singers' Hall, the grotto, the throne room, my favorite. Designed like a Byzantine church crown-shaped chandelier, mosaics of animals and plants. But here's the twist: there's no throne. Ludwig died before it could be completed. A grand room for a king without the king. A powerful symbol of his unfinished dream. He lived here only 172 days before dying under mysterious circumstances, removed from power as his projects drained Bavaria. Yet his legacy lives on. This extravagance is now beloved worldwide. A reminder of the power of dreams, beauty, magic, and a touch of tragedy. And here we are. At the number 1 spot on our countdown is the magnificent, the iconic, the one and only Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. This isn't just my most famous landmark. It's a symbol of my entire journey. It has seen it all. Royal processions, Napoleon's victory march, Nazi parades, the chilling isolation of the wall, and the euphoric celebrations when that wall came tumbling down. This gate is more than stone. It's a witness to history. Look up at this neoclassical masterpiece. Feel the grandeur. Built in the late 18th century as a symbol of peace. On top, the Quadriga Victoria driving a chariot. Fun fact, Napoleon stole her to Paris. But don't worry, we got her back. She's a survivor. For almost 30 years, this grand entrance became a dead end. The wall sealed it off, turning beauty into a border. People peered through so close, impossibly far. And then came November 9th, 1989, the night the wall fell. The gate became backdrop to joy, people climbing, hugging, crying, celebrating freedom. Overnight, division turned to reunification. Standing here today, you can still feel the echo of that euphoria. It gives me chills every time. Today, the gate stands proud and open to everyone. Tourists from everywhere, school groups learning, Berliners biking by. It's a meeting point for celebration, for protest, for national pride. When Germany won the World Cup, this is where the party happened. It's our national living room. Nearby, the Reichstag with its glass dome transparency of democracy and the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe, inviting quiet reflection. Walking through the gate feels like walking through history, kings, emperors, soldiers, and now you. A testament that no wall is permanent. Unity can triumph. It's the symbol of modern Germany. And that's a wrap, my beautiful people. From the Gothic heights of Cologne Cathedral to the historic heart of Berlin at the Brandenburg Gate, we have been on quite the journey. Neuschwanstein, fairy tale come to life. Oktoberfest, pure unfiltered celebration. I told you I was more than just pretzels and fast cars, didn't I? These 5 places are just the beginning. The history, the culture, the fun, and the heart. Let me know in the comments which destination blew your mind the most, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Until next time, stay awesome, keep exploring, and as we say here, auf Wiedersehen.